Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. We're on Highway 35. We're going to get right off here at Texas 361 and go into Gregory, Texas, which is right next to Portland. Gregory to me is famous when Blue Diamond Phillips got arrested years ago for a DUI. He wound up in the jail here in Gregory. But Gregory has really boomed. North 181. If we take this road straight up, it'll bring us up to Taft, Texas via City Park. Taft does not have a big city, but land-wise, it's pretty big. What we got? A speed limit 45 miles an hour. Historical marker 1 mile on the left. That drops to 35 right here, so we're going to slow down. Got the lane closed. I got the water going. I hate seeing that water being sprayed out on the street, considering we're in severe drought conditions. Lake Corpus Christi is at 11% of its capacity. We might want to jump on that. I'm sure there's a reason they got it going. Maybe it's contaminated or something. Let's go up here. We make a left, it brings us to back roads into Portland. This used to be one of my favorite spots right up here at this building. They always had old junkers. Here's a pretty cool truck right there. But they would have 20 of these old junkers. What is that? SS Sioux Trucking, established 1956. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm blocking traffic. That's not good. Historical markers on the left. You can't. It's on a highway. There's not even room to stop there and read the marker. So that marker behind us, let's see what it says. La Tienda, little convenience store there. We are now on 3284. This road just goes up. Is this a street here? Let's make a left down here. 7 foot. There's the part of the wind farm. I think that building out there is where I used to drive the executive from. There was an executive when I was driving Uber and Lyft about 6 years ago, and he was from Turkey. And he worked for the wind turbine company. And when he saw it was me coming to pick him up, he'd come out of the hotel with coffee for both of us. I was like, that's a pretty good dude, you know? I've never been down this little road before. Got a house getting remodeled on the left. Look at all this. Wow. Well, I'm going to guess these are cotton fields out here because they got cotton stacked up down here. I'm glad I glanced down here. If you guys want to know what cotton looks like, there it is. There it is. Wow. It's a good amount of cotton. Looks like they're losing some of it too. Cotton is Texas' #1 export. Agricultural export. Man, it goes way back over there. That's pretty impressive. There's a cotton gin right up the street here. Let's see what goes down here. Goes back to the front view for you. Whew. That's kind of neat. Like that. This is Gregory. Where's that little marker at? Up here on the right. Yeah, we can't stop and read that, but I can look it up and read it. Historical marker. It's right there. It's kind of sideways to us, if you see it. Let me read that one to you. The town of Gregory traces its beginnings to 1886, the year the San Antonio and Aransas Pass Railroad built a line through San Patricio County. The railroad and the local Coleman-Fulton Pasture Company joined forces to build a station here at a site known as Corpus Christi Junction, a switch where the rail turned towards Corpus Christi and branched off to Aransas Pass. By 1887, the junction was known as Gregory, named for Thomas W. Gregory, a friend of the Fulton family and later U.S. Attorney General. A U.S. post office opened on March 8, 1887, and the new community grew quickly, soon boasting stores, hotels, banks, and other businesses, as well as a school and several churches. As many as 7 trains passed through the junction each day. By 1900, the town's population had reached 400, and the community received another boost when the Coleman-Fulton Pasture Company built the 3-story Green Hotel in 1909, and many train travelers relied on Gregory as a stopover point. Although the new company headquarters and the Green Hotel were later relocated to Taft, the town survived and remains a viable residential community. So the train still comes through here and goes down to the factories in Ingleside. Sometimes it blocks the roads, and sometimes it's just a big old mess coming through here. That's the Union Pacific Yard. There's a Texas State Trooper. Well, I'm gonna go because I don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna go. There's their little post office there. I believe up here on the right is their police station, if I remember right. Yeah. There's their police station and city hall. Just about across the street from that historical marker. Gregory Police. Got all new cars. Gregory brought in a lot of income a few years ago with this plant right up here. So right here is the gin on the right, the cotton gin. You're wondering why there's so much cotton here. And this road up here will take us right to Taft, Texas. Not too bad. There's another engine up there getting a rest. If I remember right, there's some cool carvings in the overpass up here. Yep, there's train carvings in the overpass. The one out by Sinton has what do you call it when they move cattle? What do you call that? When they ride the Chisholm Trail? There's the Texas State Trooper right there. What do you call that? Not a stampede. They gonna kick me right out of Texas. You know, when you get all the cowboys and they move the herd. Wow. I need a multivitamin or something. I need something. I'm losing my mind. I'm waiting for it to come to me. It ain't gonna happen. It'll happen about 8 seconds after I, it's not a rodeo. It's cattle something, right? Cattle drive? Cattle drive is correct, but I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a cattle drive. I was told there'd be no vocabulary in this video today. Guys, this is pretty much Gregory, Texas. Big old cotton gin on the left there. You ready?
My wife complains I don't buy her flowers. To be honest, I didn't know she sold flowers.
There you go. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.